Last week we did a video on the new Lego video games, and on that video you guys have some of the best comments saying what games you would want to see, and I thought I should do a video describing some of the games and how realistic it would be to put them into a Lego game. So welcome back to Lego Access as we look at some possible new Lego games that could be released and that fans definitely want to see. On from last week's video, we talked about Lego, the Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. Now, there has come out a few more things about this in the last week that I thought I should mention here, seeing that this is the only confirmed game for 2021. It's 100% confirmed, but it's going to be missing some next-gen features at launch, such as it won't have ray tracing that could increase some of the quality. Although a Lego game isn't all about realism and quality, it will be missing some of those things as well. And it might not have full dual sense features at launch as well. So it's missing some few PS5 key features that come with it that will be missing at launch. That might benefit or not benefit the game, I'm not sure yet. I think this is just because it's coming out on PC and Xbox Series X that don't include these features. So at launch, it won't be having some of the amazing features for the PS5. And I think the only time the PS5 features will be utilized is when like loads of games are launching on the PS5 that might not be launching on the PS4. Games such as that in the next 3 years or so. But talking about the actual game, there's been some more updates on the characters as well, and it's going to let you play as 300 characters. We've got 800 characters in the actual game, but only 300 to 500 playable characters. But they do look to be some amazing characters that you can see, and like I mentioned, you can get Barbo Frick or Anzellen as the fully playable and characters on the actual game. That would be really cool to see. But yeah, this game definitely looks to be one of the next best games that we will be seeing for Lego, the Skywalker Saga, that is coming out in spring this year. Now, the next game lots of you mentioned is that you want a Lego Batman, the complete saga game. Obviously, there have been 3 Lego Batman games and 1 Lego DC Villains game that only got released in 2018. So it has only been 3 years since the last big Lego DC game. Now, what I think of this game is going to be published is that they would have to change the levels, change the structure, not change the story, but change like how the levels are based and how good they are, and like upgrade some of the levels. Lego Batman 1 and Lego Batman 2 are really good games. Lego Batman 3 is a little bit laggy, not that good, not that bad, but I still certainly like that amazing game. But I do also think that if they're going to make a new Lego Batman, the complete saga game, they have got to make a Lego Batman 4. And there is definitely a lot of people who want another Lego Batman game. Obviously, we haven't had a proper Lego Batman game in 5 years. I think it's 2015 that Lego Batman 3 got released. Obviously, you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But it will be amazing to see if Lego Batman is going to be made into a Lego Batman 4. I think this is a really realistic one that could be made, as Lego, one of the biggest Lego themes is Lego Batman, so maybe we could see Lego Batman in the future. Now, a funny and a weird one is that we've got a Lego James Bond one that may be on the way. Obviously, the only Lego James Bond set that they have properly released is Lego James Bond, the creator, the Aston Martin, the DB5. Now, that is a retail for $129.99, but it's certainly a great car. Obviously, it's a Lego creator set. It's state of the art, more like realistic for probably not for kids, but for like higher collectors who want cool cars or like Lego James Bond. But we could see Lego James Bond into an actual film, and that would be really cool to see. Obviously, there's been lots of mocks of like, I've got here a Lego James Bond like set piece that does look really cool. And I think it would be really cool to see if we could get some of the films from James Bond, certainly the new ones. I think there's a James Bond film coming out realistically quite soon. We could see a Lego James Bond set. How cool would it be to see a Lego James Bond like game. I think that'd be really, really cool to see, and a really cool direction that Lego could go. And they could do a theme on Lego James Bond, but they could also make an amazing Lego game on James Bond, so we'll have to see what happens in the future. One of the big Lego ones that they made themselves is Lego Ninjago, and I know that they haven't really made a Lego game on Lego Ninjago, the TV series that's on console. They've made a Lego Ninjago, the movie video game, and they've made certainly 4 or 5 Lego Ninjago games for the 3DS, and yes, those games are really, really cool, but imagine we can get all of the series into one game. And now in Lego Ninjago, I'm not sure what they're doing. I think they're transitioning into some Lego Ninjago shorts that I've been seeing, but I really like the original Lego Ninjago episodes. I used to watch them when I was younger. I think it was like series 1 to 5. I think the last thing I watched was the Ghost series. That wasn't the best series. I know there's that whole controversy over Lloyd actor being replaced with the movie coming out, and the movie wasn't particularly great. It's probably the weakest Lego movie. Still not bad, but definitely not great. But I certainly think that a Lego Ninjago game with all of these episodes, like many episodes, or like they just get a series and do their favorite episodes in a different one. Like they could only do 5 series, but it'd be really cool to get like a Lego Ninjago complete saga and a massive Lego Ninjago game that I think would be really, really cool to see. So hopefully we do get an amazing Lego Ninjago game, because it definitely looks to be an amazing game to see. Now, Dylan Tripp in my comment section on the last video put a very interesting comment about how they wanted some Lego horror games, and I mentioned particularly Lego Friday the 13th. Now, I think this would be so cool to see Lego horror. Like, obviously, realistically, Lego is basically based, or like I know the adult Lego creators such as myself are building, but obviously it's based on a Lego kids thing. And if they were going to release stuff like Lego Friday the 13th set, like a game, that would be really, really cool. Obviously, it most likely would be in a Lego theme first, and there's a whole controversy over it that we'll just ignore for now, with the whole suing of Friday the 13th producer suing Paramount and Warner Brothers. But it doesn't matter. I just think this would be really, really cool to see a Lego Friday the 13th amazing game, and it'll be really cool to get, like, obviously I don't know how they'll dumb it down for Lego, but just any Lego horror games to explore something they've never gone into would be a really, really cool thing to see. And I think it's a great idea. Obviously, realistically, it's not going to happen. I mean, it's a Friday the 13th 1980s horror film, so it's not exactly that realistic to what horror films you might get present day, but it certainly is an amazing, amazing film. But I really think that this could be released, so hopefully we do see this in the future. Just to continue on that, what is stopping Lego from doing Lego Halloween stuff? So I'm talking about, like, I did a Jack Skellington video on The Nightmare Before Christmas and lots of other stuff. If they could use some of those, like release that set and do some videos like a Lego Halloween thing where they put like the best Lego Halloween, the best Halloween movies into one game, that would be really, really cool to see. I think that would be amazing, like the spooky, scary stuff, and we can get some of our favourite movies that we'll see. Obviously, they don't have to do the scariest films. They could do films like kids would have probably watched that might find scary that aren't realistically that scary. But obviously, it'll be really, really cool to see, and hopefully we do get a game like that. So we'll have to see in the future if we do get some amazing Lego Halloween games, hopefully. Obviously, Lego have never explored into this area. It's definitely an area they can do to reach a wider audience and get more people playing the games, because with the release of Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, they are reinventing what Lego games could look like in the future. Obviously, it's been 2 years since the last one, but let's face it, Lego Movie 2 isn't a great game. It's not a great film. Yes, probably Lego DC Villains, Lego Incredibles is alright, but they're not great games, I'm sorry to say. I don't particularly think that they're the best Lego games, anywhere near that in fact. But I do think that in the future we could be seeing a new style of Lego video games, and hopefully that means that we can get some amazing games that will reach a wider audience and bring up how big Lego is. I think everyone would really like that. Thank you guys for watching another LEGO Access video. The insane amount of support on the last video. It was crazy to see how many of you commented on that video, leaving your ideas. And I just want to say, like, I saw some of you. I'll have to shout out some of your names, like Blazer. We even got Rugged Eagle on the video. Obviously, this is a guy who I think has been doing lots of LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga updates every day. And I think he is definitely a good YouTuber who I inspired to be like, I guess. But thank you guys just for watching. I really enjoyed seeing all of your comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.